Hi, so my name's Paige No. I'm an ecology and conservation biology major. So for my Picture an Ecologist project, I went ahead and did a PowerPoint for mine. So just bear with me. I'm not very tech savvy, so I'm trying to get this to share my screen. So let me pull it up real quick. Okay. So for my Picture an Ecologist, so I chose Richard C. Murphey because of his love for conservation and the environment. So this started at a very young age for him when he would explore the outdoors with his dad during his free time. So he received a few degrees from 3 different universities. He received a degree from the University of Los Angeles in 1966, where he earned his BA in zoology. He also received an MA in marine biology from California State University at Long Beach in 1969. And from there, he completed his education in 1982 with a PhD in marine systems ecology. And that was from the University of Southern California. So going through school and his education, his main research was to focus on benthic community metabolism and population in fauna. I'm not really sure if that's how you pronounce that, but bear with me here. From there, he gained a career as a chief scientist, photographer, writer, educator, and project director from the Ambassadors of the Environment. And from there, he created a field study program for students of all ages. While I was researching him, I noticed that he did a lot of work for the community through education. So he was primarily in charge of putting on a lot of events and programs for children of all ages, just so that they could be educated. So some of the impact of the ecologist, like I had just mentioned, was his significant role in education, but also during his professional career, he contributed to the world through various works, such as writing books like Coral Reefs, Cities Under the Sea. And in that book, he educated people about the impacts of the coral reefs, how they're being impacted recently and their health. Additionally, he also wrote reports on papers on waste, water, and California's marine environment, where he presented the paper to the public at the 57th Annual California Water Pollution Control Association Conference. So to me, that's really important because it's kind of highlighting some reports on wastewater and how it's affecting our economy and our world. So that was something that was really interesting that he kind of brought to people's attention. Also, throughout his career, he was the director of science and education for Jean Mitchell Constu's Ocean Futures Society, which is a foundation that promotes ocean exploration around the world and educates about protection of ocean ecology. He also held many publications and conferences during his career, such as Ecotourism Underwater World. So he was mainly on the marine biology aspect side of things. So a lot of his research and work had to do with the ocean and how people impact that side of our world. So when I was researching him, I also noticed that he did a lot of book writings. He did a lot of outreach programs that mainly focused on marine biology, since that was his specialty. Relation to the students. So I chose this ecologist because I have a love for the environment and his specific field of marine biology. When I was younger, I actually thought I wanted to be a marine biologist. That eventually morphed into wanting to be an exotic vet because I just like to be super hands-on with animals and I wanted more than just marine biology. But that's why this ecologist spoke to me. And that's kind of why I had a calling to research him, just because he does do a lot of work with marine biology and the environment, and that's something that I've always been very passionate about. But I put in my presentation, I put, as a kid until this day, and still till this day, I've always found any excuse to be around the ocean. So to me, researching this ecologist was a perfect fit. I also enjoyed how involved in the community he was and how he made it a point to make the world a better place while also trying to educate people. And so that was just something that was really important to me, was just trying to make the world a better place while also still getting an education and learning something new every day. So that's why I chose to research him. Also, these are my citations I used. The first link is actually his personal website that he published his story on. So if you wanted to learn more about him, there's a lot more like about his life and his career in that first link. And then the second link was just a short autobiography that I just read and got more information on him about. But that is the end of my video and presentation. So thank y'all so much for your time and have a great rest of your day.